Have you ever dreamed of seeing Teemo die over and over for 2 hours straight? Because I always do after getting him as a support in my ranked match. But like, who can blame these players when the game itself tells them that Teemo is a support character, right? Anyway, so today I will show you how I took my revenge by breaking the record for the most kills in one game. Let's get started. I got this idea when I was messing around with Jin in training mode, and I noticed that when I killed a bot that was standing in the fountain, if my damage was high enough, it would just die over and over and over again. This is due to a combination of two things. First, in training mode, respawn time is always 1 second no matter the game time, and also the way Jin's passive works. When he kills an enemy, a trap will instantly appear under that enemy and explode. So maybe now you can guess why this is happening. If Teemo stands in the same spot that he will respawn in, and if the trap deals more damage than Teemo has HPs, he will be stuck in a death loop because every time he dies a new trap appears, and every time he respawns, he dies from the previous trap over and over again. So obviously, after making this discovery, my next thought was Jinx, because I always think about Jinx, of course. And then my very next thought was, how many kills can I get in training mode before the timer runs out? The most important part of this experiment is to choose which champion I am going to be killing over and over for 2 hours. And because I want to leave the choice to my viewers, I asked you on Twitter. And we all know who was going to win anyway. In training mode, I can be level 15 with 5 items, while the bot is only level 1, making it very easy to one-shot any character with Jin. But do I really want to constantly reset the bot's level for 2 hours so that they are always at a low level? Obviously not, so I need to figure out a way to deal as much damage as possible so I do not need to press the reset button every 2 minutes. And finally, I know that in training mode, matches can only last 113 minutes before automatically ending, so I only have about 2 hours to try and reach the highest kill amount possible. I already reached the time limit in my 5555 Senna stacks experiment. If you want to check that out, imagine all the things we could do without that limit. But since this limit exists, I need to make sure that Teemo always dies from my traps, so I never waste time in case he will survive an explosion after gaining too many HPs from leveling up passively. Because yes, even if you die over and over in your spawn without doing anything, you still get experience points and you still level up. Oh, and also the reason why you are seeing an overlay on some of the clips is that I recorded the experiment live on Twitch. So if you want to watch me play live, follow me using the link below the like button. Jin's traps have a high AP ratio, making an AP build the obvious choice for this experiment. So Rabadon's Death Cap is the core item for the bonus of 120 AP, as well as gigantic plus 40% bonus to the total AP, and then Void Staff, Luden's Echo, Archangel's Staff, and Rod of Ages to maximize my AP. I have no idea what I am talking about, by the way, because you might already know that I am a filthy Jinx one-trick who only knows about AD items and never bought any AP or tank item in his life. So the person who advised me to get this specific build was a member of my Discord server who has been very helpful when it comes to my experiments. So if you want to help me make content as well, join us. And finally, when it comes to the keystones and runes, most of them are irrelevant for this test, so the choice was very simple to make. Because the match is going to last for almost 2 hours, Gathering Storm seemed like the best damage rune to get. It will also help me answer another question during this experiment, which is Gathering Storm's bonus capped, or will I end up getting insane amounts of AP every 3 minutes at some point? Time to find out. I told you, Teemo can be useful at something after all. Now all there is to do is to start the match, remove the minions, disable the bot, give me 15 levels, a full build, and walk up to Teemo. Killing him once will start the death loop and the experiment. And because I had literally never used any AP items before, I did not realize that I needed to use my abilities to get tier stacks for the Archangel staff, which I started doing when someone in the Twitch chat pointed it out. I told you I literally know nothing about AP items. And even though I didn't have to reset the bot's level as often as I actually did, I wanted to make sure that he would always die, and I kind of had nothing else to do anyway for 2 hours. Because this is a training mode, there is no end screen, scoreboard, stats or anything, so here is what I could gather from this experiment. At 110 minutes, Gathering Storm gave me 106 AP at once for free. As a reference, a full build Veigar in a normal match has about 600 AP. The trap that got me the final kill did 3050 damage, and as a reference, a full build Teemo typically has around 2600 HPs, meaning that towards the end of the experiment, I could have literally taken a nap and dreamt of killing Teemo while I was actually killing him. Wow. And finally, the most important number you have been waiting for, I killed Teemo 3409 times. I am so happy to be able to say that. Sadly, even though it is pretty optimized, my method did not allow me to reach 4444 kills with Jhin, which is sad. But the reason is, I wanted to kill Teemo only, so I didn't allow myself to kill dummies. But there is something that will allow me to get more kills in the training mode. While Teemo is stuck in his death loop, you can go in your own fountain, spawn enemy dummies and damage them once, and then you will have created a second death loop. Just make sure to keep spawning enemy dummies and reset Teemo's level once in a while, and you will make the counter go up faster, like twice as fast. But in that case, you will need to actively press buttons for 2 hours straight instead of being AFK, and I don't really know about you, but I would much prefer just play the game instead. This is it, so if you have feedback on this video, please leave me a comment. I read them all and it is very important for me. I really enjoyed detailing the process of my experiment more freely than if I had been using text only, so I will probably continue like this in the future. Anyway, that's it for me, see you next time and good luck with your next game.